Hey everyone, I just thought I'd do a live boxing, well, kitting up I suppose you'd call it, video. I'm just quickly going to drop it on my group just so that people can see and join in too. Just give me 2 seconds, alright. So I'm just quickly posting that to my group so that anybody who's actually currently on at the moment will see it, and hopefully they'll be able to come and join us, maybe have a chat whilst we kit up this kit. So just 2 seconds, make sure everybody's sweet. So I thought I'd show you my process of kitting up. So this is a custom order I'm doing for my nana. It's going to be a gift to my auntie. It's of her son, this fella here, and then his girlfriend and the baby. The baby's a newborn, so that'd be my second removed cousin. It's a 60 by 40 centimetre canvas, which is actually this underneath here. You'll get to see that soon. And then obviously it was a square bead because I'm not really a fan of the circle beads. So there's quite a few colours in this one. To be precise, it's a 57 colour beaded kit. And just to show you what 310s really are, I have a packet of the big 310s. There's 20 packets. You can see it's quite a big chain of 310s, as well as the 3 little ones. So in total that's 28,000, nearly 500 black beads. So the one I've just finished was actually this baby again. I don't know whether you'd all seen it. I'll just give you a peek there. So this again was a 40 by 60, and yet again it was a square drill. I absolutely love that picture, and I know that the people who are going to receive it are receiving it in the next week or so, and I know that they're going to be really happy with it too. So I'm going to actually show you the process I go through to do a kitting up. At the moment, nobody's actually tuned in, so we're just going to keep an eye on that so that we don't miss the chat. So if there is a message, can you let me know, please? I'm just letting my partner know, because I'll get too obsessed with kitting up and I'll totally forget about the chat, and that's not what we want. So my process normally is make sure all your boxes are obviously empty and a sticker on them. Now, personally, I don't use these stickers because I think they're really, really cool, and I don't want to just keep replacing them. Now, eventually, when I do get a few of these kits, these trays with multiple of the boxes, do eventually want to keep my spare drills in them rather than just in little tubs. Oh, that's where that drill tray is. Just tubs like that, really. That's all I use normally. And you just put the cord on the lid, and as you can see, for example, that's just one drawer and there are plenty of them. Oops, I spilled some spare beads in there, but I need to go through them and sort them out and buy some more tubs so that they're all just in tubs and actually a bit better laid out, to be honest. So this is what we want to end up with. We want to end up with 57 of these containers with colours, symbols. I also put the code on the top. But as you don't really need the code to diamond paint, I concentrate on the symbol being on the front, as that's the most important. And I actually make sure they're all in the order that they're meant to be. So H is number 1. That circle with a line through is number 2. Plus sign's 3. And pi, our symbol for pi, is 4. So I've got different size containers. They vary from this one, which is a 310 because I've got that many of them. Then you have this size up. Then you have this size down. I'm always clumsy. You'll get used to that. And then this is the next size down. And then these are the small ones. So whilst we go through this, we'll actually find out how many beads you can also fit into the small ones, because I don't actually know. So I thought it was worth just chucking that little tip in the video as we go along. So to start off with, I use a roll of sticky notes. That was 175 adhesive address labels for £1. Now, for me, that's a bargain. I can pick it up in town, or I could go to my cheap shop and pick it up. And there's absolutely no issue at all for me. Just 2 seconds while I reply to this. The woman had purchased a pen from me over the last few days, and she was just letting me know it had arrived. So can't be rude, you've got to reply back. She's posted a lovely picture, so any reviews are great. We do appreciate them. So what we're doing now is, I told you about the sticky notes, didn't I? So that was 175 for £1. Absolute bargain. So what I do is I tear one up like this, and I get my scissors and I cut it roughly that wide. Sometimes it is angled. I'm not very straight and neat at all these things. So do that all the way down the sticker. Like that. And then I pile them up. And then I cut it in half. Now these pots had some already made in it. And I'll just chuck them in it. So that we should have plenty to do this kit. Every time you do a video, everybody wants your attention. She's just saying that she loves a pen and she's loved using it. She really appreciates it. So, yeah, we've got them cut. And then basically what I do from there is, obviously I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 done. So I'm on number 5. So number 5, you go on down your list. I don't ever really go that way up. So from like the largest number to the smallest, I always work from the smallest down. So that way all your drills will be in the order that you need them. Because this inventory sheet chart here is actually printed on the side of your canvas as well. So it helps to have them in order of the order they're meant to be, so that you don't get them muddled up. Also, a good tip with boxing is always make sure you actually pay attention to the symbols, because as you can see here, it's always good to get a feel for them before you do it, because there's a baby T there, and then there's a capital T there. So you always want to make sure you catch any that look similar. Sometimes, like, they can have 8s and Bs. So just make sure you know what your colour is to what symbol it is. That's always a good tip. So 224 is my next bead, which is this lovely colour. Always make sure you double check the code on the bag, as with this one, I've got quite a lot of numbers that are like 3,712, 3,713. So obviously they're quite close together. So you just got to make sure that you check them, and also make sure that the numbers are in the right order, because I know it's quite easy to mix them up. Like, say for instance 3778, and then mix it up with a 3378. And I do know people